Assalamu Aleykum wa Rahmatullah wa barakatuh. My beautiful women of Qur'an now. Welcome to another video. This is your sister, Umm Yahya. It's been 10 years this month that I've been, helping sisters understand themselves better through coaching and understand the deen of Allah. I'm an ustadh, I'm a mindset coach as well. Certified through ADWAM, which is the Muslim certification, and other non-Muslim certifications as well. And so your sister here is trying to get you ready for Ramadan, inshallah ta'ala. And we are looking at, in this video, how to get familiar with the names of Allah, how to understand Allah, know Allah better, because we're going to stand in front of him in Ramadan and we're going to be calling on him, making our dream du'as, our beautiful du'as. We need to know who he is so that we really understand who we're standing in front of and who we're calling on to, right, for help and for everything else. And so this video here is telling you a little bit about the membership club, because in the membership club we are going to have lives about the names of Allah, as well as replay of the previous classes that I've taught on the names. Amazing classes, amazing experience. Enjoy.
Because for me, I use a Razak for like getting a job, financial stability. That's what I use a Razak for. So yeah, I've never used it for Iman, and then kind of like to be conscious of Allah all the time and health and all of that. So yeah, it's a huge name that too.
Not even aware, because his blessing is so subtle.
Yes.
That I'm sitting on blessings I'm not even aware. So
Right.
whenever I feel a little bit sad, I'm like, girl, please, you're sitting on blessings you don't even know. Yeah. It's just, our thing is that, a lot of us don't really know our deen, actually. That's just it, and it's a lesson for all of us to learn before we do, to ask before we do, right? Everything that we do, we should ask, because we don't know. We didn't study this thing. We don't know, right? That's why I'm really passionate about sisters learning, because subhanAllah, Allah has given us a lot, sisters. He's given us the tarbiyah of the children. He's given us the household. And everything starts with the household.
Yes.
The house. And then it spreads out. Yeah. Okay, Alhamdulillah. How about al-bar?
Oh. I use this day a lot.
Yes,
It's like whatever comes to mind, right? Whatever dua you make, you're like,
yes.
When certain situations happen in your life,
exactly. Yep.
you actually see that name.
Yeah.
And you're able to deal with that situation,
Yep.
because you're comforted by that name. That's what the names help me.
That is
when I go
to get to know.
Yeah.
This is all the reasons, right?
Right.
Confidence against threat, meaningful life. Inner peace, protection from evil, link to your creator, access to Jannah, worshiping him correctly. All of this comes from knowing these names, because whatever you're going through, you're able to pull it out and say, no, let's look at this situation with the fact that Allah is this and this, right?
The names of Allah, subhanAllah, it is a pillar. It is a pillar. Like when I say a pillar, it's a pillar in us understanding our deen. It's a pillar in us living this Islam correctly. It's a pillar in us having the right aqidah, meaning the right, the correct beliefs about our deen. It is a pillar in protecting us from shirk. It is a pillar in making dua and having our du'as accepted. It's a pillar in getting us closer to Allah. It's a pillar in building a life that is meaningful. It is a pillar. And I'm not talking to you about naming the list. Allah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Al-Malik, Al-Quddus. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about deeply internalizing what is Ar-Rahman in my life. What is the attribute of Ar-Rahman in my life? How do I see him being Ar-Rahman in my life? How do I see him be Ar-Rahman in my life? Right? Al-Muhaymin. How do I see him be Al-Muhaymin in this world, in my life, in what I see around me? Al-Mu'min. As-Salam. How do I see him being Al-Latif? This is what Allah has blessed me with in my life. He blessed me with the study of the names of Allah, and He blessed me with the opportunity to teach them over, I don't know how many, I don't know if it was 2 years. Over we went over the 99 names. I think it was about 2 years. I think we started in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, and I think we ended in 2020 or 21. I don't quite recall, but I think it took us 2.5 years to complete these names, because we were meeting once a week, in a quarter, because the classes were in a quarter, and the classes were over a little bit over an hour, and we would just dive in the beautiful name of Allah. Take it from, we had, action items to do after studying this name. We had reflections. We looked at ayat of Qur'an. We looked at a hadith. And subhanallah, the explanations of the scholars. And it's a class that has transformed me personally. And I know for a fact that it's a class that has greatly, positively impacted my sisters in Islam that have taken this class. And I am bringing this back, inshallah, because when I was doing the webinar on, strengthening our soul, I talked about, and the replay is still available if you want to watch it. It's still available. You can still register and watch it and have it and go back to it and take notes. But it's the content is so powerful, because many times I've asked the sisters, like, when you think of protection against evil, against harm, what do you think about? And some of them said azkar, taking the steps. There were other responses, but none of them said tawheed. None of them said the names of Allah, right? Aqidah. And this is what blew my mind away too when I took the class of Ruqya with Muhammad Tim Humble, because he started with that. He said the foundation, the general protection, is the correct aqidah, is the tawheed of Allah, it is the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu. It is a reliance on Allah. It is the taqwa, the fear of Allah in making sure you obey His commands and making sure you stay away from His prohibitions. This is like he was like, this is the general protection. And people don't think about that. So they will do the azkar, they will do the du'as maybe of even morning and evening, but then they're committing shirk. So he said, on one hand, you protect yourself on one side, and then the other side, you cancel that protection, right? We may not even be aware of the nullifiers of La ilaha illallah. Subhanallah. So knowing the names of Allah is one of those things that are really going to help you to protect you against the shayateen. Because the shayateen, they're banking on your ignorance of Allah. They're banking on that. They're taking advantage of that. And if you do ruqya on someone, or if you're going through a difficulty, or if you're afflicted by, may Allah preserve us all, but if you're afflicted by a spiritual attack and things like that, your thought processes, when the waswas come, if you don't have the correct beliefs, it's easy for you to believe the waswas that's being thrown at you. And then you're going to go to different things that are actually going to jeopardize your relationship with Allah and jeopardize your protection. It's gonna actually dig you deeper into the hole. But once you know who Allah is, it strengthens you, and you go through life with, like, subhanallah, amazing clarity. And this is really one of the things I wanted to bring back. With my schedule, with everything that I'm doing, I was like, how do I bring back live again? So this is the way I came up with, that I'm able to do with my schedule, and I'm able to bring back, not only for my sisters but for myself. Honestly, for myself, I want to do this again years later, but a different way. So the membership club is where it's going to take place. This is where it's going to take place. So first of all, Alhamdulillah, the membership club is getting a revamp. I'll send you some information about it. But the membership club is getting a revamp, meaning there's going to be some new things happening in the membership club. I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but Alhamdulillah, in this month, January 2025, it marks 10 years of me actually teaching and coaching sisters with my platform. I started in January 2015. So with that, I wanted to make some changes this year. Out of gratitude, I wanted to make it even better than it is. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to bring in live in the membership club, and I'm going to bring it in two areas. So right now, the membership club, this is what's going on right now in the membership club. Currently, the sisters have access to a self-paced Tadabbur class, so the replay of previous Tadabbur classes that I have taught or that Sister Joy Faison Salim has taught. Also, a replay of the names of Allah, like the clip that I shared with you. Every month there's a name that they're studying. The replay of, I already taught that class, right? So it's a replay. And currently they have some content either on Hadith or from the book club. It's a replay as well. And then they have a coaching challenge where I'm with them during the coaching challenge. Throughout the month, we tackling, like this past month, our coaching challenge was increasing in dhikr, right? So the first week we did a more Qur'an, like increase your tilawa, your relationship with the Qur'an. So dhikr with the Qur'an. The second week was dhikr with the du'as that we say. We selected three: one for wearing the clothes, one for going to the market, and the third one was what was the third one? One for putting the clothes on, one for going to the market. Oh, and the one after eating. Because I made your rewards with that, right? And plus, it increases. And what it did for me, honestly, it made me more grateful because every time you put your clothes on, you thank Allah. You're thanking Allah. Alhamdulillah, الذي كساني هذا ورزقنيه من غير حول مني ولا قوة. What it did for me, honestly, it increased my gratitude towards Allah for things that I may be taking for granted. Making sure I was saying it all the time, not just once in a blue moon, but really all the time. And so that was beautiful. And then the third part was gratitude. And so yeah, those are some of the challenges. So we have things like tazkiyah in the we're doing some tazkiyah in the membership club, right? We're doing aqidah in the sense that you're learning about the names of Allah. We're doing tadabbur of Quran, so you're getting increasing your understanding. And there's life coaching challenges, right? Coaching challenges on different things. So sometimes it's diseases of the heart. Sometimes it's resilience. Sometimes it's emotional management. Sometimes it varies, but it helps. It's like a whole package to help you transform a month at a time in a community. So this is what is currently happening. The new changes to the membership club is that, number one, we're going to have a live session for the name of Allah. So this coming month, right, on the 15th of every month is where we change. We have new content in the membership club. So a new name of Allah the sisters are studying. The replay of. So that name that is being replayed in the membership club, we will have one live session to go even more in depth with that particular name. So if it's, I don't know, if the name is Al-Hamid and they have the replay, but there will be a live session about Al-Hamid for even more, inshallah. So that is one new thing happening. The second new thing happening is I'm moving the book club into the membership club. They have the replay already, but I'm going to be doing one live as well for the book club in the membership club, inshallah ta'ala. So that is going to be and we're going to go over the book again, a book that I've done in the past, but it's one of my favorite books of Ibn al-Qayyim. It's Patience and Gratitude. And I absolutely love this book, and I want to do this book again. So I've already done it, so I will have the replay, but I will select one session where we will be live discussing this book. So that is what is happening. The fee is still $27.99 a month. And yeah, this is the revamp of the membership club this year. I'm really excited. So the dates for January for the Name of Allah Live will be Tuesday at 6 p.m. New York time. And then for the book club, it would be the 27th, Monday at 12:30 p.m. So it would be usually all the time, it would be the first Tuesday after the 15th and the second Monday after the 15th. So so that's how we're going to do this, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah give us tawfiq. May Allah really put barakah in it, accept the intentions. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this. For myself, I mean, this is selfish. Selfish in the sense that I'm excited about doing a live again with the names of Allah and talking about it, and Ibn al-Qayyim, they just they really help me with my iman. And what better time than, as we're preparing for Ramadan. So if you want to join us for these exciting challenges in our membership club, the link is below. And yeah, you can join us anytime. The new content will start on the 15th, on Wednesday next week, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.